more into detail before. And as a result from the clearance, we have proposed one PA to be put under probation. About the main recurrent recommendations, we still notice that for several paying agencies, there is no proper follow-up of some recurring outstanding recommendations. Once again, we will see more examples and more details this afternoon. And just to stress once again that we emphasize the role of the competent authority and the CB on the process. So the CB to highlight these incompliances and the competent authority to monitor, follow up, and in case use the instrument of the probation as it was done in the past, and it worked pretty well. So some other findings, recommendations, remarks from the analysis of the CB reports, we notice still some disagreements between the paying agencies and the certification bodies, which sometimes are the cause of this outstanding open recommendation, as I was mentioning before. So, of course, it's crucial the good interaction between the different authorities to make sure those pending issues are cleared. And more practical remark towards the certification bodies is that we notice that in some case we still don't have proper follow-up of some recommendation in the report, especially linked to the state of implementation of previous recommendations. So we know that the work of the CB is really huge, but okay, we still recommend to make sure that this follow-up is included in the reports. Coming back to the status of the accreditations, as I was mentioning before, at the beginning of the financial year, 2 PAs were under probation, but this full accreditation was restored during financial year 2023. And we arrived at the clearance without any PA under probation, and as a result of the clearance procedures, we have proposed in our letters one competent authority to consider to put the PAs under probation. On top of it, as you know, regarding the accreditation, in the clearance letter we use a specific annex when we believe that there are some issues related to the respect of the accreditation criteria needing a specific follow-up. Used to be Appendix 5, now it is Appendix 4, and this year we have issued 14 letters, which such an appendix, where we considered that we together, when I say we, it's DG Agri analysis coming, of course, from the results of the certification body's work in the reports. Also, when, of course, this Annex 4 is used when we believe that there are serious deficiencies to be addressed. However, we also have some recommendation in Appendix 2, which is the appendix that we use to address recommendations to the paying agency, within which there is a specific section about the respect of the accreditation criteria. We can say that it's a light version of the Appendix 4 when there are still some recommendations to be followed up with lower degree of urgency, let's say. To finalize, of course, we noted significant improvements in the overall respect of the accreditation criteria, and also in taking on board by the PA all the recommendations from the CB and also from the Commission. As we also mentioned several times in the past, we believe that the probation is an effective tool, is not to be seen as a punishment or as a sign of decision or, I don't know, pointing the finger against the PA, but it's really a tool which allows the PA to take the remedial actions in a proper way to fully fulfill the requirements in terms of accreditation. And once again, we have, of course, noted in the last years a very good improvement of the PA's compliance with the accreditation criteria, and their internal control system is more and more strong, let's say. Nevertheless, of course, we have some issues persisting, as we will see a little bit more into detail this afternoon, once again, especially in terms of human resource. So sometimes the PA lack skilled human resource. The risk analysis sometimes is insufficient, especially also linked to the new requirements about the risk assessment. It has to be performed by the PA. New requirement, even though also in the past the PA was supposed to respect this criteria. And sometimes we have noticed in the CP report some remark about the insufficient measure to prevent, detect, correct, and deter fraud by the PAs, and also issues with conflict of interest. As you know, especially in the new programming period, those topics are very, very important. And to conclude, there will be also a short presentation about it this afternoon. We have still issues about monitoring procedures, especially concerning the delegated tasks. That's it from my side, at least for this introductive presentation. And I give back the floor to Katia to open the floor for questions, I guess.
Thank you, Davide. So, indeed, that was quite a comprehensive presentation of the results on Audit Objective 1 and accreditation. So, are there any questions or points you would like to discuss? Okay, but then either everything was crystal clear or everybody needs a coffee. So, well, then I propose that we break for coffee slightly earlier, but I would like to ask you to come back at 10 to 11. So half an hour coffee break is 20 past 10 now. And please be back at 10 to 11 so we continue with the feedback and have more time in case you have questions later when it starts getting a bit more complex.